Before explaining the fourth point, that is difference between metals and non-metals, I want to tell you something about the reactivity series of metals. Or you can say the activity series of metals. You know that some metals, they are very reactive. They, like potassium and sodium, they are so reactive that they burn, they catch fire in air, water, and violent reaction with acids also. Some metals like zinc and iron, they react with steam because they are less reactive than potassium and sodium. So, the metals, they are arranged in decreasing order of their reactivity, and this is known as the activity series or reactivity series. So, what is reactivity series? The arrangement of the metals in a vertical column, this is a vertical column, in order of decreasing reactivities is called reactivity series of metals. Now here is the reactivity series of metals. First is the potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, tin, lead. And this is hydrogen, I am going to tell you. And then comes the less reactive metals like copper, mercury, silver, gold. Silver and gold, they are at the bottom of the reactivity series because they are less reactive. And those metals which are less reactive, they occur in native form, or you can say free form in the earth crust. Now, this is the most reactive, decreasing order, and gold or silver, they are the least reactive metals. Hydrogen, although it is not a metal, but still it is placed in the reactivity series because it can also lose the electron like metals and result in the formation of H positive. Why this potassium and sodium, they are very reactive? Because they can easily lose their loosely held one electron and result in the formation of K positive and Na positive. So this is the reactivity series, because in the next video I am going to tell you about the reaction of metals or non-metals with salt solution. There, only the more reactive metal can displace the less reactive one. Less reactive metal cannot displace the more reactive one. So this was very important thing which I want to share with you, so that the next thing, displacement reactions, we have done in the displacement reactions also. Only the more reactive metal that can displace the less reactive one. Less reactive metal can't displace the more reactive one. So, next we will continue with this chemical properties. Fourth difference between metals and non-metals, that is reaction of metals with salt solutions. I have told you about the reactivity series. One thing should be clear to all of you, that only the more reactive metal can displace the less reactive metal from the salt solution. Less reactive metal can't displace the more reactive metal from the salt solution. The general chemical equation for this will be salt solution of the metal B plus metal A forming salt solution of metal A plus metal B. Now the things will become more clear by considering some examples. First is the reaction of zinc with copper sulfate solution. We will take the zinc strip, dip it in the copper sulfate solution. Copper sulfate solution is usually blue in color. When the reaction starts, zinc will displace copper from copper sulfate solution and the color of the solution start fading and it will become colorless after some time due to the formation of zinc sulfate and the brown color copper that will be formed. Tell me, can the reverse reaction take place when we are taking this zinc sulfate and the copper strip is dipped in it? Here no reaction will take place. Why? Because copper is less reactive than zinc, it can't displace zinc from zinc sulfate solution. Consider second example, reaction of iron with copper sulfate solution. Here, iron strip that is dipped in copper sulfate solution. When the reaction starts, after some time, the color of blue copper sulfate solution, it starts becoming sea green. Why? Due to the formation of iron sulfate. So what has happened? That iron will displace copper from copper sulfate solution and it has become iron sulfate. Now third example. Here also the reverse reaction that will not take place when we are taking this iron sulfate and copper, that is copper strip is dipped in it. No reaction will take place. Now third example is reaction of copper with silver nitrate. We know that silver is less reactive than copper. So copper here will displace silver from silver nitrate and this will result in the formation of blue color copper nitrate solution plus Ag that will be formed. So from all these examples, the things they are clear to you that only the more reactive metal can displace the less reactive metal from the salt solution. Now consider the case of the non-metals also, reaction of non-metals with the salt solution. Here also, in case of non-metals, only the more reactive non-metal will displace the less reactive non-metal. Now here also we will take one example. When chlorine gas is passed through the solution of NaBr, sodium bromide, chlorine will displace Br and this will result in the formation of sodium chloride plus Br2. So this is all about the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. I've explained all the properties in detail. Hope the things are clear to all of you. Thank you.